Let me read you the ledger. I could blame the empire. It's easy, it's expected. But the hardest part of this record is looking in the mirror. The thief is at the door. The ones who opened it, our own. So this ain't a story. This is an indictment.
The story opens, God's October, they cut the water, cut the light, cut the neck. 75% of the farmland is a broken dream. 57 starved in a month behind the wall, and 1 billion Muslims watched the screen and felt so small. Don't blame the cameras were there. Don't blame the world saw the air. Blame the thrones that watched the siege and sipped their tea. Blame the billion voices that whispered, let it be. They blocked the trucks, called it security, posted the prayers. Then the kings went back to their palaces, lounging in their chairs. Condemning a statement, they said we'd announce in a tweet. Then signed a trade deal with the butcher the next week. A child died of hunger on your phone tonight, and you scroll past it to check the stock that's up in the light. That's the crime I'm singing, not the foreign gun, but the billion hands that could've moved and they chose to run. The Maghreb and Africa, come west and the mirror don't get any cleaner. Two brothers at war over a desert, both of them leaner than the empire that milks them while they scream at each other. Morocco takes the white gold, Algeria feeds the mother, and the Sahrawi waiting tense for a verdict that's overdoing. While their own Arab brothers couldn't even be true. A UN case in 63 unresolved and cold, and the Arab family treats it like a story that got old. Then my Tunisia, I loved you and you broke my heart. Staying sunny, choke the blackouts, tear you apart. 2,000 water cuts a year, a debt 1/3 of the GDP, and they sold us the future while they sold our energy. I watched the rulers beg the IMF with their hat in hand, signed an austerity that starves the common man. Africa, the whole continent, we ship the gold out raw. Coca leaves a bean, returned as chocolate to your paw. 89 billion leak a year and not one crown is screamed. Stop, that's ours, no they cashed the check and dream. You watched it happen, you signed the deal. That's done and cheat, you kept your steel. You watched it happen, you signed the deal. Now every scar you sold is real. Libya, Iraq, Yemen, the Gulf. Libya, your brother not a stranger's land. NATO came, the tyrant fell, and now the sand runs red with 1,000 factions you could have held as one. But the Arab League watched and the West had their fun. They said we came, we saw, he died and packed the floor. And the Gulf sent condolences, then invested in more. Iraq, the cradle, Babylon, the strongest of the old. And they hung the man on Eid, the feast as the story's told. Where were the armies of the Arabs that day? The Hajj was full, the shame was on display. They burned the archives, sold the museums to the West. And our leaders traded whispers, best to let it rest. Yemen bleeds and Iran stands in the line. 2 wounded brothers set to kill for a design. The Houthis fire, the Saudi bombs fall from the blue, and the whole Gulf watches counting barrels. That's true, their fund is 1 trillion deep, planted in US soil. 170 billion for the hand that brings the toil. The Hajj money flows through Mecca and across the sea to the Amkitan's bank, and our kings call that security. You pray at the house with tears on your face, then invest in the house that plays as the plays. That's not faith, brother. That's a business deal. You sold the Ummah for a check you never feel. I could blame the foreigner too easy. The real crime was ours, the silence, the handshake, the price tag on dignity. Algebra was ours, the zero was ours. The light was ours. And we sold all of it for a seat at a table that was never set for us. The thief is at the door. Are you ready?